feature race. 1 lap to green is what the timing and scoring is showing. So the field will do 2 parade laps, and then we will move into our feature A main. 35 laps or 60 minutes, whichever comes first. 3 attempts at a green white checkered finish. 18 cars uh, transferred in of the 27 that answered the call here at Lanier Speedway tonight for the Northeast iRacing League unofficial event here. As we're trying to figure things out, see if we can come away with a really good product, what we need to work on, what we don't need to work on, what's going good, what's not, so we can get everything working smoothly and exactly the way it needs to be for the season finale, or the season start, sorry. So it's looking like key number 1. We have Josh Black, Dean Reynolds. Reed purchased the inside of row number 2 with Merrick Sabarin to his outside, Tyler Bushy and Quentin Stohart in row number 3. Row 4, we have Ethan Humphrey and Trevor McCrillis. 5, Matt Barber and Derek Anderson. Brody Plotz making up row number 6 with Ryan Octor. Row 7, Holland and DeMont. Followed by Peak, Sager, West, and Zach Lynch rounding out the field, transferring in through the E-main. So 18 cars ready to do battle here at Lanier Speedway for 35 laps. Josh Black and Dean Reynolds going to be coming away off the front row after the 6-car invert. You wanted it in the Northeast. We've got it for you, fans. Flagman has the green flag in his hand. Pace truck pulls off, and we are mean and green. As number 9.
Yellow flag is out.
As we have a car upside down there right off the start. I'm not sure if that was Merrick Sabarin or who that was, but that puts us under the immediate caution. That would be the 12 of Merrick Sabarin involved in that first lap incident. I'm not sure if we had any laps complete there as the pace truck is getting ready to pick up the field. We'll settle everything with timing and scoring the field to gather back up after any repairs or any issues are taken care of that these drivers have. I also invite Rylan to commentate whenever he feels like here for this feature race. It's always nice to have a second commentator in here. Of course, then you guys don't get annoyed with just my voice, so if he feels like he wants to, he's more than welcome.
At the start there, I'm not... I think it was... the number 9. He's got the Matt Shepard's car there. Which one is it?
That's Josh Black, I do believe.
That's
got
Josh
into,
Black? Yeah, when he jumped the line there, his rear end swung right out and hit... And
hang on, we're not going green.
It was pretty rough. Rough start.
I'm not sure if there's an issue with that car, but hopefully they can get all that figured out, squared away. As it's looking like Black purchased Holland and the 23. I'm just looking to see who that is there. Derek Anderson, sorry, with Holland and McCrillis behind. So, sorry. Just waiting for timing and scoring to cycle through. It's kind of finicky when we go under caution. But once we go back green, everything goes back the way it needs to be. Pace truck still has the field behind him as pace truck's getting ready to pull off. Field working off of turn number 3 and 4 as I do believe... No, sorry, that was the back straightaway. We're still working the caution flag. Now I do...
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Josh Black, lead purchase, getting away early. Number 23 of Anderson, 15 of Holland, working that low line. Of course, wow, the 23 able to clear that number 7 of Josh Black. As Wade Purchase working in the middle of a 3-wide situation, as we are almost 4 wide coming off turn number 4 for that key number 3 position. The 71 also throwing his name in the hat with Matt Barber working his way up toward the front. The 25 of Ryan Octor also up there. I'm not sure. I think this might actually be one of his first iRacing events for this. As Derek Anderson settles out to the early lead with Ryan Holland following up behind. Josh Black up into the wall a little bit there. Seems to gather back up. We stay green. It's a little bit of a 4-wide battle there for the position up toward the back of the field. Brody Plotz working his way up though. Zach Lynch tailing the field, learning what he can for a possible late charge. As we look back toward the other end of the field, we currently have Anderson, Holland, Purchase, Bushy, and McCrillis in the top 5, with Matt Barber in close chase. So it's basically 6 cars nose to tail here, early on lap 6 of 35 at Lanier Speedway.
Holland's been looking down low there on Anderson, and he's running a faster lap time. So we'll see if he can get his nose underneath him here.
Yeah, definitely been able to watch that. I mean, like I said, all night, having that high line being so dominant. It's looking like the bottom has maybe a little bit of bite here in this feature event as we're working lap number 8. Anderson was able to do what no driver has really been able to do so far tonight. So he's definitely found something. Ryan Holland's in close chase, like you said, just nosing his way in every so often. But Wade Purchase starting to settle in, reel these guys in P number 3 with McCrillis Tyler Bushy also really good on his bull rings and his pro stock, I believe, is what he's in now. So definitely not a surprise to see him up toward the front. As back in the field here, we have Humphrey, Sager, and Brooks. Humphrey and Sager. Both
Yellow.
Speedway, as we are under yellow here on lap 11. We have Anderson, Holland, Purchase, in the top 3.
Yeah, that hit there on plot from Sager, that seemed pretty unnecessary there. He came down, no real reason to. Hopefully Brody's car didn't get too dinged up.
Of course, drivers only having 1 fast repair here in this feature event. Or per event, I should say. So, not 100% sure what happened there myself, but sounds like maybe a little bit of bad blood starting to form. Of course, these guys, 90% of the time, were remaining respectful. There's always going to be a few issues, of course, but it's racing. We're still working the caution flag here on lap number 12. Sorry, we are now lap 11. I was just watching Tommy scoring there, just momentarily clicked off. As Holland chooses that low line for the start. Anderson chooses the low line, putting Holland to the outside. Wade Purchase. McCrillis.
Green's out. Green flag.
Barber in top 6. As the number 23 works his way down turn number 1. The 15 of Holland. Wade Purchase put his nose to the inside there as Holland losing a little bit of ground. Trying to see if there's anything on the outside. We're 3 wide per second with Holland, McCrillis, and Purchase. McCrillis working that bottom line really nicely with Purchase, but Purchase able to pull away. Maybe that top line starting to form a little bit back. As Holland's hanging tough there in Q4 with Tyler Bushy to his inside, Matt Barber behind them. As Anderson continues to click laps off and lead here at Lanier Speedway. Wade Purchase and McCrillis going at it though for P number 2. Same with P number 3, the battle between Holland and Tyler Bushy. That's the field track showing quite racy conditions at the halfway, or pretty close to the halfway point of this 35 lap contest. I was not expecting the bottom to have as much bite as it did. I was honestly expecting some drivers to work their way and migrate out to the top. As I can say one other thing, this 18-car field, the race, we're actually able to click off some green flag laps here, so it's definitely nice to be able to see the clean racing and green flag action with this smaller car count for the A-main, but unfortunate for the drivers that did not make it. But these guys, they're putting on a show here in this A-main.
Yeah, not only does the race seem to be running a lot more clean and getting more laps done, but the competition is a lot more, like a lot tighter now. You're getting battles all over the place.
Yeah, and I know the heat races and even the B-main, there was action all over the track. So Lanier Speedway, definitely a very very racy track as Wade Purchase working the outside for the lead on Eric Anderson, but Anderson able to hold tough on the inside as Ryan Holmes sticks his nose underneath McCrillis with Tyler Bushy in his tire tracks. Matt Barber, though, sitting back there in P6, not giving anything up to these leaders. As we're too wide for the lead still with Purchase and Anderson. Purchase, like I said, working that top line, able to pull a little bit into the corner on him, but that bottom just still has enough bite for that leader to be able to work his way off the bottom and retain that lead. But Purchase hanging strong on that outside as we got a three-car battle for P3 right now. Holland, Bushy, and McCrillis trading paint, exchanging pleasantries, sidebars. As they're making contact in that battle as Matt Barber's throwing his hat into the mix. As Anderson and Purchase still battling. This is just phenomenal racing to be able to call. Purchase might be able to clear him this time coming off at number 4. Not able to just yet, but Anderson working that bottom line. It's looking like definitely the top is starting to get better as the track burns off and wears in. As these two leaders, this is just phenomenal.
Yellow flag is out.
We're coming up on, oh sorry, I was about to say lap traffic, but we do have a yellow back out. Rylan might be able to explain a little more on exactly what happened there. But pace track off, I'm going to pick up Purchase and Anderson.
I wasn't able to see what happened there. I believe the camera, it was in the back of the field from all I know, because I could see about the front half of the pack, and I didn't see this accident happen.
As of right now, also, we have Wade Purchase leading this event, so able to make a pass on Anderson. Like I said, their track's just been so racy, Ryan.
Yeah, for about 3 to 4 laps there, I believe it was Holland and McCrillis. There was inches separating them going through the corners, and they were just side by side the whole time. Eventually, they ended up getting into each other a bit, but it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's just Robin's racing at that point. It was really interesting to see McCrillis and Holland exchanging door bars. I know Matt Barber had his hat mixed there as well as Tyler Bushy. I know they were 3 wide for those positions at one point coming off turn number 4 into 1 and 2, working their way around for multiple laps as I do believe lights on the pace track are out. Purchase choosing the bottom for the start if there is a choose rule. Anderson, McCrillis, and Holland currently are top 4.
Green's out. Green flag. Green flag.
Purchase fires off down in turn number 1. Anderson just didn't get a good start there. McCrillis taking over the P number 2 position. Bushy respectfully taking P number 3 as Holland and Anderson are currently battling as well with that number 17 of Ethan Humphrey. Matt Barber also. There is now McCrillis and Purchase for the lead here, working lap 27 of 35. Definitely action all over this track as a little bit of a stack up toward the rear of the field. So far, everybody keeps it all together. We stay clean and green. With McCrillis sticking his nose in down underneath Purchase every so often. Purchase able to pull away, though, working that higher lane of the bottom side of the racetrack. We have McCrillis, Tyler Bushy nosing in underneath McCrillis as well, trying to see if he can sneak his way into that P number 2 position. Wade Purchase continues to lead the way here on lap 30. We have a handful of laps to go. Back fence 5. Wade Purchase still continuing leading the race as Matt Barber and Anderson marking it over. Michael Peak in there as well. Brody Potts, how about him looking for that top 10 position? Currently sitting P11. Cody Sager and Zach Lynch moving up their way, P12 and 13. As we are currently clicking off lap number 32, Wade Purchase set it on cruise control since that restart and just hasn't looked back. It's looking like a 3-car battle for second, a lot like it was at Oswego. Tyler Bushy and McCrillis and Holland all battling for that spot as Bushy gets into McCrillis just a little bit and was able to clear him. Ryan Holland works to the inside of McCrillis now as he throws it into the corner. Lap 33 of 35, so we have 2 laps to go. at
Yellow
this
flag
point.
is out.
Clicking off lap 34 as we will have what looks to be a green-white checker, as I do believe that was the 72 of Derek DeMol with issues. For that, causing that caution as McCrillis gets around, maybe with a little bit of help from Holland at that point. We'll see if anything becomes of that, but McCrillis going to rejoin the field in his respectful position where he was scored. As Tyler Bushy moves up into P2. Wade Purchase, though, still showing strong as those drivers all on the lead lap. As timing and scoring starts to cycle through, I do believe we are single file restarts from this point on. So the driver's nose to tail for the first few cars. We've had Wade Purchase, Tyler Bushy, P2, Ryan Holland, third, fourth, McCrillis, third, Holland, fourth, Humphrey making his way up into fifth. So definitely good to see those drivers up toward the front. Very diversified talent as well. We've got drivers from the Canadian modifieds to the pro stock to from a bunch of other
Green.
again here 2 laps to go for the end of the round. Wade Purchase winning his way down in turn number 1 with Tyler Bush following behind him, and of course my screen starts to buffer a little bit as Wade Purchase coming to the white flag. A few cars getting tangled in the back there, and then number 79 of Dean Reynolds around. I'm not 100% sure if we will be going under caution for that, but Wade Purchase coming off of turn number 3, and that is not good. Not good for the final few laps of this race as Wade Purchase comes away with the win. Tyler Bushy and McCrillis with issues there. Ethan Humphrey scored P2. Derek Anderson jumping back up to P3. Matt Barber, Michael Peak, rounding out your top 5. So we'll wait for some unofficial timing and scoring here, but definitely a bit of a craziness toward the back. Even with the front, I'm not 100% sure who did what. But that was a very, as Ryland said, wild finish to this Northeast iRacing League event. Looking like little, possibly frustrations coming out of some drivers over some questionable moves. But yeah, it was definitely crazy, Ryland. What do you think about that?
I'm not sure if drivers were just trying everything they can to get a final position, but holy, that was quite the end. Some aggressive driving to try and, I assume, move up in the field. I hope nobody was trying to deliberately take anybody out, but
Some
yeah, as
notables.
Zach Lynch said, he did get a good finish. He worked his way all the way from back to pack at P17 or 18, and what did he get? What did he end up finishing?
Zach ended up P8. So
P8.
yeah, P8,
There
quite
you
good for
go.
Zach. I see he jumped into the commentary chat. We're just going to run down through the field real quick before we have a couple words with Zach. Of course, I'd say the obvious hard charger at this point. We have Wade Purchase coming with the unofficial win with Ethan Humphrey and Derek Anderson third. Matt Barber, Michael Peak fourth. Brody Plotz, Sager, Lynch P8. West, Octor, Black, Reynolds, Sabrin, Acrylis, Holland, Demont, Bushy, Stohart, rounding out your field. So, Zach, you're the obvious Pine Tree Automotive hard charger. We don't have any bonuses currently up for that, but that was a hell of a drive, man, as we're watching the finish of the race. Looks like Bushy drove somebody right off that turn number 4. But anyway, Zach, how do you feel about a top 10 finish finally, working your way from the tail of the field?
It was good. It's more so survival mode.
Yeah, it definitely was toward the end of that race looking like an enduro. Really glad to see you come away with a solid top 10 position. Of course, you're figuring things out still. Did you notice the car getting better throughout the run, or how it was performing throughout the course of the night?
Yeah, it felt good. line was obviously on the bottom, but yeah, I can't compare that race enough to our series races.
Yeah, they definitely do get quite wild. I know this Saturday we have a series race. Like I said earlier, Mother Nature unfortunately may play spoiler to that, but we'll have to see how things go. As of right now, myself, in the field after some unfortunate incidents, I've decided to take the time off. But that number 95 Neon, is it ready to go?
Yeah, it's all ready to go. I have lots of time to get it ready.
Good. I know you said you were going to try a couple different things with the setup, so definitely hope that works out for you. Nonetheless, this was race number 5, I do believe, of the Northeast iRacing League. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. That was a wild finish. We're going to have to relive that for quite some time. Wade Purchase coming away with the win. Ethan Humphrey, second. Derek Anderson, third. Matt Barber, Michael Peak, rounding out your top 5. Brody Plotz, P6. Cody Sager, Zach Lynch, John West, and Wyatt Octor, rounding out your top 10. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm Colin Chismore. Hope you have a good night.